at Bank of America Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Carolina Panthers. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away. And we may have a face mask here right at the start. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Coleman. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Stidham. When he finds his target, it's Marquise Goodwin. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
A gain of 15. And the 49ers.
Ready? 50. Plant. 59. Come, baby. Come, baby. Woo! Protein spell. Defense.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
At the Panthers, 38 yards.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Go.
2nd down, Stidham to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Check.
Newton on 3rd down. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Wood. Yep.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Yeah, let's go sandwich. Mike.
Now Stidham on 2nd down. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
He'll air it out. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for the Panthers.
For big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Newton's pass is on target to Moore. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. The shotgun snap for Newton. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now the Panthers get set, 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to account for Cam Newton on this play.
Now it's Newton, escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
This one fielded at the 5. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Coleman. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Tyus Bowser in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Third and long. It's Stidham. And able to haul it in is Kittle. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
A loss of 2 there. Second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Coleman now. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 18 yards, first down Niners. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special runs in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. There he goes again. The 20. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a second and goal.
Watch the twist.
They'll try to run with Breida. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Matt Breida, his first touchdown of the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. As his guys are in for 6. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Gano the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. The run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, my 7. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Right there.
Now it's Stidham. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back. In pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. From the gun, here's Newton. And his throw is incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Here we go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. On 1st and 10, Newton gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Newton. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
20.
Check 24.
20.
Now Newton on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Mike 5-4.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled him down, they were ready for him, so things have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, this is a guy who is already among an elite group of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce another one here.
You're exactly right. It's elite group for a reason, isn't it? No small feat for him to hit it from that distance. This one doesn't go through. I always marvel at those guys because it's the same approach every time, the same smoothness when they swing their leg. Doesn't look like they're putting anything extra even when they're kicking it for 60-plus.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On first down, this is McCaffrey, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They'll try the air now with Newton. And Thomas has it.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Got his target, Samuel. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. On first down, it's Newton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Switch it back.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. On 3rd down, Stidham. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards there and a Niner first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Out of the gun, Stidham. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. Extra point up and through. And the lead is now 14-10. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, That's a big deal.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Newton now hitting on 2/3 of his passes. 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
56. Mike, 56 right there.
Throwing on 2nd down. Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Out of the gun, Newton. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Great.
They will go for it. Now Newton. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. DeForest Buckner. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Let's go. 18 Gator. 61 Matchbox Light. Check 43. Let's go.
On first down, it's Coleman. 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
Ready.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. This is taken at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Check right. Say,
20.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
56 to Mike. 58.
Here we go.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Forced out to his left. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They will run again with Coleman. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
First seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
60 out,
Now they'll throw it with Stidham. Deep ball for Goodwin. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Newton. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Pass complete. Newton finding his tight end Thomas. And it's a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
10-2 stop.
59. Watch QB drop.
Snap.
This is Coleman. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Ready?
2nd down, Stidham to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Kiki QT, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that.
He's got a man, complete. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Newton, meanwhile, here connecting with McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Stidham. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl.
Now a hit and a loose football. And I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it. Because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for San Francisco, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, y'all. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know what makes possum day. the spot. Cardio King.